Ayup Woodlanders, welcome to my 5 things that keep me alive in winter. The first thing that keeps me alive during winter has got to be clothing. Getting the right kind of clothing. Now, I've not got any specific brands or styles or even fabrics that I can recommend, but the key thing is find some clothes that keep you warm. Now, I tend to choose a brand called Engelbert Strauss. Good quality clothing. They are a little bit of a premium, but I've always found them comfortable, hard wearing, nice fit, just a good quality work clothing. Don't rip when you're trying to bend down. And I've had the jackets, I've had fleeces, I've had trousers. I use their gloves, keep your little donnies warm. I've got one of their hats. Good company to deal with, Engelbert Strauss. Good quality boots. I tend to use Hayeks as my go-to boots. Again, expensive, but I've never found them uncomfortable when I've found a boot that fits right. So clothing is got to be at number 1. At number 2 is a nice hot drink or hot food as an alternative. Something that gets your hands warm, keeps your body nice and warm. I tend to use a stainless steel flask. This is a thermos work bottle. Again, another fantastic quality flask, but you want something that's nice and warm. I tend to use just hot water, so I've always been a hot water person. I'm not really one of these posh people that have fancy teas or fancy coffees. Number 2 would be a hot drink on a freezing cold winter's day. I'll see if I can find a link for you to an Amazon page where I've got an Amazon affiliate link. It's purely me putting you in touch with the product. So if you do choose to buy it, through the affiliate link system, it doesn't cost you any more money. Coming in strong at number 3, the third thing that keeps me alive in winter has got to be an electric hand warmer. Over the years, I've had multiple hand warmers, from those gel packs that last about 20 minutes to one that's fired by lighter fuel that might last me all day, but if you knock them, they go off, so you have to relight it, and they're a bit of a pain to relight. And then my brother put me in touch with electric hand warmers. He bought one called a Cooper, and he put me onto this, and he bought himself one, he bought me mum one, and he bought me dad one. And then he says, you want to go and get yourself a Cooper hand warmer. He says they're brilliant. So I decided in the end, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for a Cooper hand warmer. And they're about between 20 and 25 pounds. And honestly, they are incredible. So I've been waxing lyrical about these for about 2 years now, and they do keep me alive in winter. My sister has Raynaud's and she swears by it. In fact, I was talking to a customer the other day and they've just gone and bought 2 as well. Fascinating bits of kit. You've got settings on it. So this is on low at the moment, and that is providing a significant amount of warmth. And you get 2 lights, that gets hotter. Press the button again, you've got 3 lights, that gets hotter still. There's not only 2 charging ports, which means you can either charge it via micro USB or a USB-C port, so you can have various cables to charge them with, and also doubles up as a USB battery bank. So these can be used in summer as a battery bank to charge things like mobile phones, small devices, cameras. I've even charged my little action camera with it. So in the winter it's used as a hand warmer, that's how I use it. In the summer months I use it as a backup battery bank. Brilliant bits of kit. If you've not got one and you want to stay alive this winter, I thoroughly recommend them. And what I do is I put it on one of my inside pockets as near as I can to my body so I can feel a hot spot on my body, and that's what keeps me alive in winter. There is a link, again, is another Amazon affiliate link down below. That doesn't mean I'm tied in any way to the company, although I do think they're fantastic, but it just means if you do choose to buy through the Amazon link, that I get about 3p or something ridiculous for the privilege, and it doesn't cost you any more than if you went on Amazon direct. I've just bought my daughter and Karen one, and it's a double one, magnetically tied together, and so you can separate them. They are in individual units and you can have one in each hand. They charge individually, but you combine them together and you've got a very big hand warmer, but of course you can share that out then. The fourth thing that keeps me alive in winter is my van. So a vehicle with a good heater. Now I've been blessed over the years by randomly picking a vehicle for my work, and it has amazing heating inside. Now this van is a Mitsubishi and it has a very good heating system again. So you want something where you can just start the van up and within a few minutes get some nice hot air on your fingers. That keeps me alive in winter. There are points in winter where you either get frozen or you get wet through, and having a place where you can get inside and just turn the heaters on just for a few minutes to get you out of that cold air really does help to keep you alive in winter. So number 4, having good heaters in a nice dry cab. And then finally, at number 5, the 5th thing that keeps me alive in winter is fire. So over the years, while working in woodlands in winter, I love fire. And I would have little fires, little bonfires, where I'm working, just have a fire and keep it going all day. I've decided not to do that much anymore. Few reasons really. One, they take an awful long time to seem to get going, so you're faffing about for a couple of hours getting the fire going. You've got to keep manning it. It wrecks your clothes because they end up getting burn holes all in it, and it also wrecks the ground because of course it sterilises the ground all in that area, and all you seem to get then is nettles, thistles, docks and weeds come up. So it doesn't do the ground any good at all, that intense heat. If you've got a tree close by, the intense heat sometimes from the fire can kill one side of the tree, and it ruins the bark and then it ruins the tree. And I've done that to a couple of trees in the time and I don't like it. So I don't tend to have bonfires anymore. But the fires that I do like are when I'm burning charcoal up the woodland and I'm crafting. Having that hot spot that's about 500 degrees C is brilliant. And then also fire at home. So having a really nice log burner with properly seasoned timber, with a moisture content of 20% or less, checked by a moisture meter, and plenty of it, with a beautiful log burner, that keeps me alive in winter. And that's coming in at number 5. So while fire at home isn't necessarily woodland related, it is one of those things that I look forward to when I get home, is having that fire on and keeping me warm and dry and alive in winter. Now I hope you found that interesting. Let me know in the comments what kind of things keep you alive in winter. Thanks for watching.